You know, I wasn't even going to make a video on this. For all intents and purposes, I was just planning on leaving this be. But that was until I had a lot of time to sit on this while I was at work last night. And after doing some digging around and some research, I've come to the understanding and conclusion that making this video is pretty damn necessary. So let's get to it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are once again going to be talking about YouTube here in another video, and we are going to be talking specifically about the double standards they have on the site. Now, just to be clear, criticisms does not equal hate. I am simply giving my criticisms supported with logic and video evidence. So as we all know, things on YouTube have been extremely messed up over the last number of years. There are endless amounts of videos documenting the multitude of issues YouTube has had, so we won't rehash on all of that. But to be more specific, we are going to be talking about the most recent changes to the YouTube policies regarding harassment. Now, let's be clear, nobody deserves to be harassed. Having guidelines in place ensures structure for everyone to follow and refer to so they don't step out of bounds when they upload a video that could be deemed violating YouTube policy. However, with all of that being said, we know that YouTube does not enforce these rules and policy in a fair and balanced manner. We have seen past instances where large creators have gotten away with egregious things they have done on the site and have faced no dire consequences. We know this from past experiences with drama on YouTube that everyone and their mothers have talked about. These sort of incidents, however, would ruin it for the rest of the YouTube community. It's like having the class clown ruin the fun for all of the students, and now the whole classroom has to pay the price by being in detention because of that one student's actions. Here's looking at you, Logan Paul. I won't be regurgitating all of it, but I will be bringing forth some examples to further prove my point here in this video. So it was on December 11th that YouTube actually put out some changes in regards to their policy on harassment. Now, I'm not going to be going over it in its entirety, so for better clarification, if you guys are curious, I will link you guys to the source so you guys can read up for yourselves at your own pace. However, with that being said, on the same day, we seen that a very large YouTuber known as iDubbbz actually had his video taken down and removed off of the platform. It was his content cop video on Leafy. Now, to give you guys a little bit of context here, iDubbbz has a lot of content that is based on things such as comedy, parodying, memes, etc. And his content cop videos are that, as well as giving serious criticisms within those videos. Could they be deemed as harassment? Well, in all honesty, I think it's rather subjective. You also got to look at the context as well as the intention of the video and content creator in question. But anyways, iDubbbz made a video criticizing Leafy for his style of making videos as well as his choice of words. Now, it's funny because that video was made all the way back in 2016, and yesterday it gets removed on the same day that the policy updates too. Kind of strange, don't you think? And on that note, it seems like YouTube has absolutely no qualms at all removing and censoring content that hasn't been a problem on their site for years, but will actually continue to allow bad actors and their content on the site. See, this right here is where the double standard starts to come into play and take shape. So let me give you two examples here of this. We have a YouTuber by the name of I'm JStation, aka a YouTuber who has a history of making clickbait videos and would even go as far as making videos on celebrities or personalities that have passed away almost immediately after their passing. One such example of that would be when he made not one, but two videos using XXXTentacion's name for clicks and clout, and we can see this in the proof piece here on the screen. Another such example of this egregiousness would be when he used Mac Miller's name in his video uploaded on September 8th, which is the day after Mac Miller passed away. Here is said proof piece here on the screen as well. Like, it's just unbelievable that YouTube would actually allow for I'm JStation to keep this smut on the site and face no ramifications whatsoever. Let me take it a step further by giving you guys yet another example of that sort of disgusting behavior. He used Etika's name in this video, as you're seeing on the screen, where he actually changed the title, as the original video had something along the lines of a Ouija board 3 a.m. challenge. Absolutely fucking disgusting. YouTube actually allows this kind of trash and disrespectful content on the site, and this content is objectively horrible. Yet iDubbbz gets his video on Leafy taken down when it was a criticism video and jokes with comedy and memes included. Like, that's gotta be one of the most grossest examples of a double standard here on this site. Now, that's just one example of a double standard here when it comes to YouTuber versus iDubbbz. Let me give you another example of exactly that, and we're gonna be talking about probably the most infamous YouTuber here on the site, known as Onision. Now, this person, alongside JStation, has been an absolute plague on the site, despite being caught for child grooming as well as doxing someone. For a better point of reference, I'm going to link you guys to an amazing YouTuber that has done an immaculate amount of coverage from video to video on this man. His name is Repsion. You should go check him out. He has done videos covering current situations nowadays involving the likes of Onision being pursued by the FBI and freaking Chris Hansen of all people. When you have Chris Hansen after you, you know you are done for. Yet, they continue to allow Onision on the site in an attempt to spread his influence and manipulation towards anyone who views his content. Here's the thing, everybody views his content, kids included. That right there is putting children at risk just by being even remotely in contact with this man's content. Like, this is another gross example of YouTube and their double standards. They punish iDubbbz for content that is tame and harmless in comparison when you especially compare it to what scumbags like JStation and Onision have done on the site. This is definitely not okay, and it's no freaking wonder that the hashtag YouTubeIsOverparty was trending yesterday, and it's because of bullshit like this. Enough is enough. YouTube needs to be held accountable for their mishandling of the rules and content creators and mistreatment of content creators as well. This is honestly something that makes me beyond physically ill. I am sick to my goddamn stomach. I don't understand how any of this is acceptable. We need to keep spreading awareness and have YouTube be accountable for what they do before it's too late. And this is essentially destroying their own platform and have us go down with the sinking ship. Keep in mind, this is something we initially created, and it's being manipulated against us and taken from us, and all for what? Money? Fame? Attention? Commercial interest? When is it going to end? When is this going to end? Honestly. Don't even get me started on how they shove down our throats things like news channels, late night TV shows like Jimmy Kimmel, and we have ourselves these celebrities that are being shoved down our throats, and they can go ahead and talk about whatever the hell they want. They can go ahead and talk about things in such a manner that actually is a objective violation of policy, but yet they get away with it scot-free. But no, when someone cracks a joke, like iDubbbz making fun of Leafy's chin, oh, bad iDubbbz, oh, we're gonna ban you, we're gonna take your video down because you're bad. Give me a fucking break. This kind of garbage is really starting to discourage a lot of YouTubers even wanting to continue with supporting the site, let alone uploading content to the site. This right here is destroying what was once real and organic, you know? We have ourselves real and organic content creators that bust their ass every single day, and they essentially get treated like cattle. It's not okay. It's not okay. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I think I said all that I needed to say about this. There may be more videos to come regarding this topic in particular, but we shall see how things flow from here. Actually, ladies and gentlemen, hold that thought. I got a little bit more I gotta say here. And with that, I'm actually gonna show you a small sample from Scarce's most recent video addressing this subject in particular, so let's let it roll.
Another YouTuber named Psychic Pebble obviously made a joking parody and criticism video on the Fine Bros, and he tweeted out saying Epic, showing that his video was removed for harassment as well. Okay, then he says, I really believe the only solution at this point is an entirely new platform built from the ground up. YouTube is a husk of what it once was, and now only serves as a dumping ground for celebrities and brands. It's beyond unsalvageable. Okay, so this is massive because obviously, as we know, these videos were legit just criticism. Okay, iDubbbz, obviously, he made jokes about Leafy having no chin, but it was all in good fun. It was all in parody and joking about Leafy because Leafy has made fun of other people. Turns out this video gets taken down. So what is YouTube saying here? Are they saying that criticism and people making fun of other YouTubers in a joking way, not even maliciously, are those videos getting taken down as well? Because that is serious stuff. And that's what a lot of YouTubers are freaking out about right now. Tons of YouTubers' videos constantly getting taken down today. And this is just huge because YouTube took down the most viewed commentary video on the platform. They were making a statement here. They're making a statement that videos like this can no longer be uploaded to YouTube without getting taken down. It wasn't even age restricted. It was straight up removed from the platform here. So people have started the hashtag YouTubeIsOverparty. This hashtag has been on the trending page all day today, and a lot of YouTubers have tweeted about it. Elvis the Alien, a commentary YouTuber, tweeted out saying, I can't wait till I get a barrage of emails telling me half my channel has been deleted due to harassment. Another YouTuber tweeted out saying, YouTube Rewind 2019, you think we're cool now, right? Everyone, no. YouTube, okay, we've decided all criticism videos are harassment and will be removed. Now, Tommy actually spoke to Leafy himself. So Leafy, the guy who iDubbbz made the video on, okay, iDubbbz was obviously criticizing Leafy here. Leafy straight up is against this. Tommy said, I've spoken to Leafy, he is shocked on iDubbbz. It might be bad, good luck to him, I know we've had a beef, but it's all a part of that genre at the time. So Leafy even understands that this is going way too far. Keemstar then went on a rant about this today on Twitter. He said, YouTube just removed the Leafy content cap. I don't want YouTube to be a safe place. You are killing comedy by calling a roast of other creators bullying. We are all public figures, we are all allowed to be roasted, comes with the gig. Then he said, you took our notifications away, now they only work when you want them to. You've taken our social blade away, you've taken our revenue away, now you have taken our history away. Removing these videos you deem harassment. The YouTube community wants you to step down at Susan. Also, directed at the YouTube CEO, why are the late night hosts allowed to roast people on YouTube, pick on people's physical appearance, but other YouTubers can't? Wouldn't there be tons of Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Kimmel, and John Oliver videos taken down today? Steven Crowder, another YouTuber, responded to Keemstar here saying, makes you wonder why YouTube favors mainstream TV personalities over its own creators.
And that's just it, you know? And it comes as no surprise that YouTube themselves, once again, are being extremely broad and vague when it comes to their description, more or less, of these new terms and policies against harassment. This right here could actually be very, very abusable, and check me out on this. So, as an example, say if I was to make a video on, well, we'll say Verlicify, because I have been very critical of that man's behavior and actions in the past. Say as an example, you know, I make a video critiquing what he says and what he done, and I do so in a non-attacking manner. I do so in the full intent and impact of criticism. What if he were to somehow twist and manipulate that and decide that, oh my god, you know what, I don't want his criticism out there, I'm going to deem it as harassment, and I'm going to see if YouTube can take that video down. You see, this right here, this whole thing with harassment is very subjective because the thing is, right, is that criticism does not equal harassment. But the thing is that there's a lot of thin-skinned, big ego people out there in a lot of power that absolutely detest being criticized. So they're probably going to end up using this right here in their favor to silence and take down other people being critical of them. How about the whole thing with Repsion versus Onision? This man has been absolutely critical of Onision for years. But now with these new policy changes, Onision now has a leg up, so to speak, when it comes to being able to take people's content down and all that stuff. He could simply call it harassment, and that right there is going to put a lot of pull behind his case to get Mr. Repsion taken down. You know, it's just not right. Like this right here, I'm seeing it right now, could very much be abused. And I'll just put it to you this way. The fact that Leafy, of all people, is shocked about the fact that iDubbbz's video on him was taken down, and he actually acknowledged the fact that, you know, it was all, you know, part of the genre back then, that, you know, it was more or less no big deal. The fact that Leafy himself actually came out of the woodwork and, you know, more or less went to bat for iDubbbz in this situation is just beyond, like, mind-blowing, you know? And here's the thing, you know, Keemstar said it really freaking well, you know, being a YouTube personality, you know, you put yourself out there, okay? You're going to get roasted by people. It's just all part of the gig, and you know what? It's like, I enjoy a good roasting, you know? Hell, I want my viewers to roast me from time to time and give me a good laugh and all that stuff, you know? I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll do like some sort of parody reaction video to some roasting comments and all that stuff. How many of you guys would like to see that? Comment down below real quick if you would like to see that. But back on point here, you know, Keemstar brought up some really good points, and it leads me to say this as well. When you put yourself out there on a public platform like YouTube or Twitter, and you are a public personality, a public figure, you know, anything that you say and do is going to be under scrutiny depending on what is taking place. That is just fact, you know. Life is filled with criticism, and you know what? Criticism, again, does not equal hate. Let me give you an example here. I enjoy criticism against me, and here's why. Because here's the thing. When you have a product or a brand or a YouTuber that puts themselves out there and you have something that you don't like about it, you know, you should be within right to criticize that in a very professional and non-harassing manner. And the thing is with me, I've been on this platform for years, okay? And I've had more than my fair share of criticisms when it comes to what I said and what I've done, you know? And rather than me turning the criticism away like a little bitch, I actually embrace that shit, because it's like, look, man, when it comes to people criticizing you, this is an opportunity to fucking grow, man. This is an opportunity for you to better yourself as a person and as a creator. A very fine and recent example of that would be when I put out my Smogon video where I gave my thoughts and discussions in regards to the Dynamax suspect test. I've had a lot of people actually come forward and, you know, give my video and how I did it, you know, a fair and balanced criticism. There was no insults whatsoever, you know? And the thing is, it led me to actually make a follow-up video to not only address those criticisms, but to also clarify and apologize on stuff. And you know what? I was able to turn all that around, and you know how all that was taking place? It was because of the criticisms that those amazing viewers went out of their way to comment on and to help me, you know, be aided in a better direction and to be, you know, better about how I address things in the future. I know for a fact that there was things wrong with that video, you know, hindsight being 20/20 looking back. I'm not going to rehash on that, but you guys get the idea. So the point I'm trying to make is that this right here is a very, very bad change. This is very bad. Not to mention also the fact that this is very broad and vague just further adds a lot of uncertainty and doubt in regards to this whole thing, because what is truly going to be deemed as harassment, you know? Because of how vague this is, people can simply view criticism as harassment, you know? And as I said before, there's a lot of thin-skinned, big ego, SJW-like people out there that do not like being criticized. And the thing is that they're going to abuse that and censor their critics. It's not fair, and it also goes against our right to free speech. Now, I know YouTube, you know, doesn't exactly go by free speech and all that stuff. You know, they're their own private entity, which is fine, but this is still something to heavily consider, YouTube. So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is truly going to be it here for this video. I added this in because it was kind of on the spot and last minute. I'm like, you know what? No. I need to say a little bit more about this matter. So with that being said, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Please share it around. Please retweet it. Share it to Facebook. Share it to Twitter. Talk about it on YouTube. Share that shit around, man. Like, share this whole issue around, okay? This right here needs to be brought to light rather than being snuffed out by censorship. So with that being said, guys, if you did enjoy the video, leave a like and subscribe. Now, with that being said, that's going to be it here. Thank you for watching. Have yourself a wonderful day or night, and I'll see you guys in the next one.